Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the newest Call of Duty Black Ops 7 blog post. Meet the expanded team and a new greater evil. Ooh, sexy. A battle atop the headquarters of Project Janus turns into a terrifying dimensional dive into the Dark Aether. Welcome to the party. After a tumultuous battle atop the Janus Towers. What a fucking weird sentence. After a tumultuous battle high atop the Janus Towers, celebrations are cut short as Gregory Weaver, Dr. Elizabeth Gay, I have to read this shit and cover this shit, man, and I can't. Elizabeth Gay, Major Mackenzie Carver, Maya Aguinaldo. Oh, fuck me in hell. I can't even say her fucking name right either. I can't say either of the two characters right. Oh, fuck me. This is the most unprofessional video I've ever fucking made. It's a party and y'all are the guests of honor. Now, if you don't know what any of this is, I covered this in a previous video called The Ashes of the Damned cinematic trailer, so I basically reacted to this. If you haven't seen it already, make sure to watch that video. It will be in the pinned comment. Watch it. Watch it later. Watch it later. Not now, you gotta watch this video. Well, you don't have to watch this video. This video is absolute dog shit, so I actually don't expect absolutely anybody to watch this video, but okay. If you watch it, thank you very much. Leave a like. A southern drawl echoes across the... Okay, do I have to read this? I'm pretty sure most people have seen the cinematic trailer. How and why are the crew transported to the Dark Aether? Who are these never-before-seen incarnations of the original Zombies crew, and how did they get here? Who can be trusted? Find out in Black Ops 7 Zombies on November 14th. Until then, let's get to know all dedicated crew members all over again as for the first time. So basically, I believe this is copied and pasted from his bio in Black Ops 6 Zombies. So we're gonna read this portion right here. Weaver has been transformed by the fall of Janus Towers. No longer a shadowy spy master, he has become a hardened leader forged by sacrifice. With Requiem shattered, he gathers the broken pieces in the fight against the Dark Aether, determined to ensure his friends survive. And then we have Elizabeth Gray here. I don't really care for her very much, but let's read it. Ray walks away from Angon. Walks away. Nobody walked away from Janus Towers, okay? Nobody walked away. They were fucking teleported, okay? They didn't walk to the Dark Aether, they were teleported to the Dark Aether. Let's get that straight. Anyway, Gray walks away from the Janus Towers with her victories tempered by a growing unease, the gnawing doubt that science may not be able to truly mend the damage it has wrought. Once a steadfast believer in reason, she now is starting to suspect that survival may demand something beyond the equations and experiments that once brought her comfort. Right. One thing I want to point out here is that Carver is holding up the M8A1 from Black Ops 2, which is really cool. I wonder what she's holding up. Oh, that's got to be an M13. That's got to be an M13 right there. I think Weaver's holding up the Peacekeeper, which is pretty cool. But anyway, let's read Carver's thing. Carver leaves Janus Towers with his fury at the Dark Aether sharpened, reforged into a burning clarity of purpose. No longer content to follow orders, he embraces the role of protector, seeking to carve out a future where humanity can stand on its own, free of masters either mortal or cosmic in nature. Holy dog shit, she got fucked up. Those eyes are pretty fucking cool. Yeah, these 3 paragraphs are basically copied from her BO6 bio, so we're just going to read this portion right here. Uncertain of her role in her newfound family, the events at Janice Towers removed her luxury of choice, as once again she has to throw in with allies old and new if she has any chance of survival. Yup, actually, not really removing her luxury of choice. See, you can be a loner and die, or you can, work together with the other 7 and survive. So actually, you have 2 choices. You have 2 choices. At least 2 choices to work with for now. Alright, and here are the new characters. This incarnation of Tank Dempsey is a battle-hardened US Marine who recently fought through the jungles of 1968 Vietnam with grit, sarcasm, and a relentless will to survive. In this fractured reality, his distrust of his new companions and the unfamiliar surroundings have turned this otherwise dependable soldier into an unpredictable wildcard. Takeo Masaki is a disgraced ronin who wandered 1591 feudal Japan without master or honor, carrying the weight of his exile as a yoke he cannot cast off. Bound by a code he only still barely believes in, he seeks redemption in the chaos of battle. His blade, both a burden he must bear and a judgment on his enemies. Soviet commander Nikolai arrives in the Dark Aether from the brutal mountainous landscape of 1984 Afghanistan, where duty, disillusionment, and misfortune collided. Scarred by war and haunted by both betrayal and his own decisions, he masks his bitterness with dark humor, yet remains a steadfast warrior when the shells begin to fall. Dr. Edward Richtofen, a brilliant but unhinged scientist, a hero of the Reich, finds himself torn from 1945 in a world where the Axis powers triumph over the Allied nations. Shaped by ambition and tainted by corruption, he masks his innate sadism and considerable ego behind quick wit and a charming smile. He vows that reality itself will ultimately bow to his designs. Ripped from their respective timelines, our expanded crew finds themselves thrown together in an alien dimension, accompanied by old friends, uncertain allies, and something far, far worse. I like reading shit like that. I don't know, it's kind of entertaining, but this was really the biggest part here, is the incoming zombies intel blast, the Black Ops 7 beta info, and shit like that. That's basically what this video was originally going to be about. But I decided, fuck it. Well, why not, read a few things? Fuck it. Let's read about our new cast. I was kind of curious as to what they would write for the bios of these characters anyway. I do like how we get a background as to how some of these characters are feeling, especially the BO6 crew, so they did add a little bit to their bios as well, which is kind of nice. We kind of get this feeling that she is not confident in science anymore. He wants to make sure his companions survive. He wants to protect humanity. She feels trapped in this situation, And then he's lost his ever-loving mind. He's lost his ever-loving mind. He's kind of feeling guilty, and so is Nikolai. So we do get a background into how these characters feel, which is very nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Head back here to the Call of Duty blog next week and prepare for a massive intel blast detailing extensive gameplay, systems, enemies, and future content coming to Black Ops 7. Directly from Treyarch Zombies team. Directly from the Treyarch Zombies team, I think is what you meant to say, but, okay. It kind of screwed me up there in my reading of that. Should have read it before, and then, edit that part out, so that it made it look like I aced that 100%, but whatever. I think this is kind of teasing that there's no more zombies leaks and anything like that this week. So this was the last one, basically this long blog post telling us more about the characters and the full cutscene trailer, the trailer for Black Ops 7 Zombies, the extended cutscene from the end of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Basically, those are the same thing because it's a continuation of the story here. Basically, those were the only 2 things that were really updated or, given to us yesterday. and I'm completely fine with that. So I'll be able to go back to my regular content this week for the rest of this week. So expect, character design breakdown. And next week or later this week, if I get it, depending on how fast I get it done, expect a unlocking Nebula camo on every single weapon in Black Ops 6 Zombies video coming soon. Expect that video coming in the future. Expect that. Anyway, guys, the early access beta is going to happen between October 2nd and October 5th. It will start at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and it will end at 10 a.m. Pacific time on October 5th. The open beta will begin... Fuck, my mouse died. The open beta will begin October 5th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and will end Wednesday, October 8th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And that was basically what I wanted to leave you with today, guys. So if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Anyway, guys, another one of my videos is going to pop up here on screen. Make sure to click like video, watch that video very end. It'll help me out a lot. Thank you very much. God bless you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.